What's the difference between a $7,000 scooter and a $1,000 scooter?
I think that's a lot.
Underrated, we the underdogs, underestimated. Underrated, we the underdogs, underestimated. We the one. We the one.
Hey guys, what's up? Tonight we have the Alachua County Emerging Leaders here with us, just doing a little mixer and then a little tour of our facility here. They haven't done anything like this before, so I'm really honored that we're the first one. Just gonna have a little mixer, hang out, talk business, entrepreneurship, all the things that I love, of course. And then tonight, recording a podcast, right? So it's gonna be a fun night. So stick around. Just enough for up there originally to keep people from banging their head on the nails.
Yeah.
But after I did it, I was like, dude, this is really cool. I'm gonna do the whole dealership. So I did the whole roof. And it's funny because we bought all these emojis, and then there's just the one poop emoji. It's like the only one. People see it, they're like, what is this? Like, what? You guys just throw those up there? And like, that's that wall right there. Here, check this out. Is that crazy?
Yeah.
And like, you look back here, like that's that office.
What year was that?
This was 2016. Yeah.
So
2015. 2015. Yeah, there was a whole like molded building right here, and it was like off that building, came down, went here, we knocked all that out. That's what it used to look like. My team would even flip over these pictures. Seriously, the team would be like, "What? Are you serious?"
Yeah, out of the darkness I rose up. Gold in my soul, it's a gold rush. Honor and freedom, I toast up. Kicking game on the snare drum. Heart on the beat, let it bleed out like sacrifices. Cut it open, emotions. Spilling like oil and coasting. Therapy for my mental, I'm pinning a pistol and shoot down the criticisms. Individually, I heard the voices that told us. Throw dirt on my name and wish me the worst and scold us,
I want to take a picture of you.
Judy? I literally can't believe that you would send Joey here to hand out your business cards at this awesome little mixer.
So with a picture you're saying
Yeah, a little mixer, do a little tour. You're not here. Dude, like totally broken. No idea. But Joey's really cool.
And a lot of people, once you start learning about it, because you first hear about it, you're like, yeah, software.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming out. I want to make this as like casual as possible because I'm a very laid back kind of guy. We'll give you guys a tour. We'll show you all of the buildings and walk through everything. Everything's open. Yeah. And we'll walk through the space and show you everything and absolutely answer questions. I've already seen people like pointing at the roof and at the prize wall and wondering what the hell's going on. Let me introduce Michael Dees over here. So Mike actually, he co-hosts the podcast with me, but he's actually the CEO of New Scooters for Less. He runs this place. He's the real brains in all of it. I just try to stay out of his way. But he is the one who actually runs the dealership now.
Underrated, we the underdogs, underestimated, yeah. Underrated, we the underdogs, underestimated, we the ones, yeah, we the ones, we the ones, yeah, we the ones, yeah.
What's the difference between a $7,000 scooter and a $1,000 scooter?
I think that's a lot. There's a lot. So I mean, we carry a variety of different products. Obviously, it's funny because a lot of people hear the name New Scooters for Less, right? And they go, "Oh, so you're the cheapest?" And like that's not necessarily the case. Our goal is always to provide the very best quality product and provide you the most value at the price. So a lot of people don't even realize this when you start comparing us to other dealerships. Like our scooters, they're going to come with free pickups and free delivery. So if you run over a nail and get a flat tire, like we'll come out and get it for free. That's included for the lifespan of your scooter. And not only for you, but for whomever you might sell it to later on. So that really sticks with our brand. We've done a good job of building a family around the NS4L brand. You get discounted labor rates. If you do have a warranty issue, we'll provide you with a free rental. But obviously with that, we have to carry budget-friendly scooters. So right now we have scooters that are starting, like we're blowing them out right now. Like this is the end of the year. We're trying to get rid of stuff. They're down as low as $899. And so that's the base right this second. And then you get up to like 7,000, out the door you are going to be close to $8,000. And the biggest difference between something like this and that is that this is a 50cc scooter. That's a 300cc scooter, so it's obviously a bigger engine. But even if you're comparing a 50cc scooter like this to this is a Wolf Islander. If you're comparing this to a Vespa Primavera 50, that's still a $4,500 scooter. There's still a big difference there, and your difference is going to be in the quality of the components. Like these are metal bodies. These are plastic bodies. This is made in China. This is made in Italy. Like Vespa's been around since the 40s. So this is the Mercedes-Benz of the scooter world. This is the Kia. And there's nothing wrong with the Kia. Just you got to be prepared. Like you got to understand that when you buy a Kia, you're not buying a Mercedes. We sell a ton of these scooters, and we absolutely back up everything that we sell. But does a college student need a $7,000 Vespa? No. It's definitely a completely different audience. Yeah. Well, we will continue this way, and I'll show you our office and podcast studio. Definitely take a peek through the glass. This is where the management and the media team works out of. So my desk area is right over here with this big whiteboard above it. But this actually doubles as our podcast studio. So for those of you that haven't heard about our podcast yet, it's called the WHOA GNV Podcast. WHOA Gainesville Podcast. And the reason I actually created the podcast was because I serve on the Chamber Board of Directors, and I constantly saw the University of Florida, Santa Fe College, Chamber Board of Directors, Chamber of Commerce, the city of Gainesville. Everybody's trying to get this unified vision for our city and get us all going in the same direction, which is awesome. It's something that I am honored to play a role in and have a part in. But obviously, as an entrepreneur, when I leave meetings talking about the vision of this city, I can't help but leave thinking, okay, what can I do as an entrepreneur to help us get there a little bit quicker? And the podcast was actually my answer to that question. I, by trade, am a marketer. Sure, this is New Scooters for Less, but a lot of the things that we've done to build New Scooters for Less into one of the top scooter dealerships in the country is through social media, through digital, through content creation, through video. And these are things that I'm extremely passionate about. Like my business card for years was a Snapchat code. I would give that to every single customer and say, hey, if you ever need anything, reach out to me directly. And so these were the ways that we built New Scooters for Less. So when last year, at the beginning of last year, I said, okay, what I'm going to do to help really invest and build this community is I'm going to bring in what makes Gainesville so awesome, which is you guys, which is the people. Let's bring in the people, let's bring in the businesses, let's share their stories, let's show off what makes Gainesville so awesome. And so that's what we do. We ask the entrepreneur, actually, and it's not just entrepreneurs, we've had children, we've had artists, we've had authors, we've had musicians, we've had police officers. We've had such a unique group of people come onto the podcast and share their story. And when they do that, my natural curiosity takes over. I end up interviewing them for an hour and having them share their story. And then we air it, right? We put it on, it's on every podcast platform that you can imagine. And then it's also on YouTube and on Facebook. It's on my personal YouTube channel, which is collinaustin.tv, and it's really well done. James actually films it. You see the lighting. We're actually, like I said, we're going to be recording here at 9 o'clock. So we have really nice lighting and a couple different camera angles. And fortunately for Mike and I, it's taken off. You know, I'm very excited to see the growth that it's had and to see the reaction from our community. And we're recording episode 83 tonight. So I can't even imagine the impact that it's going to have at episode 500, episode 1000. It really, really gets me juiced up for the things that are going to be happening for this community. And so we'll see what happens. But that's why it was created, and I just hope that it, you know, influences and impacts this community in a great way, really shows off Gainesville. I always tell people we have 3 missions behind the podcast. Mission number 1 is to keep our top 7 talent here. Like, I know that we're not going to be able to keep all 50,000 students who graduate from the University of Florida. I completely understand that, but if we can keep a larger percentage of them here, right? Top 7 university, let's let them know, hey, you can actually raise a family here. This is a great place to buy a home. Great place to buy a home. I own a home. It's a great place to raise a family. I've got 2 kids. You know, an amazing wife. Like, you can build your career here. And so we're trying to make we're trying to get the students at the university off of campus, out of the bubble sooner, to make them realize that, hey, Gainesville is really, really awesome. Stay here. Mission number 2. Obviously, we're broadcasting this, right? So we want people to hear about Gainesville and say, damn, this is a place that I want to move my company, or this is a place that I want to take my talent to. One of the things that I hear about constantly is there's a lot of great young talent, people graduating, fresh young talent. This is awesome, but there's not a lot of that mid-level manager talent. So we need to really bring some of the experience to Gainesville. And so I think the podcast will do that long term. It'll help us bring in money. I also hear that this is a great bootstrap community, but this is not a place to actually build your organization. If you need to scale, there's not enough money here. So I hope that the podcast will bring some of that revenue here. And then, of course, mission number 3 is just to build connections between us as a business community. I can't tell you how many people I interview. You know, I interview somebody and then somebody reaches out to me and says, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that business existed. And so the fact that we're building these connections here in Gainesville through this platform is really special to me, and it's cool to see how much you guys, you know, as an entrepreneurial community, have embraced it, shared it, come on it and share your stories, and it's been a lot of fun. So thank you for your support on it. But this is where it happens. A lot of people don't realize that we record at 9 o'clock at night or at 8 o'clock in the morning because we run our scooter business out of this office during the day. There's really no other time to record, so that's when we do it, and so far so good. It works. So we just had a sell here. It was great. Dove into a whole bunch of stuff, gave a tour, talked to entrepreneurship, the things that I'm obviously fascinated with, the things that I love, and now it's podcast time, baby. So it's gonna be a long night, but that's how we do, right, James?
Absolutely.
Let's go.